Hey, what's up, guys? You notice I'm hobbling. Played soccer with the young guys this morning and hurt my knee. Need to start playing with some older guys so my joints don't fall apart. Anyways, what I want to talk to you about today, guys, are some issues that are becoming alarmingly more common. And I didn't realize they were this common. Had a few clients so far talk to me about these scamming issues that are happening within the real estate industry, whether it's home purchases or rentals, etc. And I felt like I needed to address it. So
okay, boy, I'm beating my best, I know. Feeling the buzz, living my life, dancing, let's make some noise.
The first one I'm going to dive into is a rental scam. This has been around for a long time, but it seems like it's getting more predominant, and these scammers are getting slicker and slicker. All right, so I had a client of mine call me up a couple weeks ago and told me, I was wondering how come I didn't hear from her, right? Tried to help her out maybe about 6 months ago or so. Then she actually sent me an email, and I asked her, well, what happened? How come I haven't heard from you in a while? And she told me that she got scammed, right? She got scammed because she was trying to find an apartment that seemed too good to be true. I mean, she admitted that it did seem too good to be true, but she went ahead and contacted them anyways. And here's how the scam works, first of all, guys. So what a lot of these guys will do is that they'll troll Zillow, Realtor.com, all of these public websites, and pull pictures off of it for properties that are sometimes really are available, or sometimes they were rented months ago, sometimes even years ago. And then they'll take those photos and then repost them onto Craigslist or some other site, right? And then what happens is when someone calls and asks about the rental, they'll tell them, okay, send me a deposit if you want to see it, or send me your information, or, you know, deposit cash into some account. And listen, if you're desperate enough, they're going to send a deposit or give the cash, and you never hear from those people again. That's what this one customer got hit with, and she lost $2,400. How could this have been avoided? Well, a couple of ways. Number one, you guys already know what I'm going to say. Work with a licensed real estate broker, right? Work with a licensed real estate broker, guys. We do this all day, every day. Number one, you're going to get the peace of mind of somebody doing most of the work for you in terms of doing the search and, you know, getting you pre-qualified and helping you through the process of finding a property, whether it's buying or selling, right? Or renting. Number two, when you work with a real estate agent or a real estate broker like myself, we use the MLS. The MLS does not have public access, right? You need to be a licensed realtor to be able to access the MLS, and it is regulated, right? Like I tell my clients a lot of times, usually when I'm working with someone who's looking to buy a house, a lot of times they'll go on to Zillow or Redfin or Realtor.com, and I tell them, listen, those sites are public domains. They are not regulated. Whereas the MLS is. It's regulated by a board. Whenever a property sells, it has to be removed, and a myriad of other regulations that governs the MLS to make sure that you're getting accurate information. So that's what we use as real estate brokers. So you want to make sure you're working with a realtor that can give you access to that. And you want to make sure that you're working with someone who can guide you through the process and steer you clear of a lot of these scams that might exist out there. So that's the benefit you get from working with a realtor. Here's the other thing, all right, that I heard from another client of mine, that this one was a little strange because she actually found me on Facebook and contacted me. So, you know, she was a little bit skittish, and I'm not blaming her. I mean, I understand how, she was really paranoid, right? Like I said, she contacted me, she found me on Facebook, but then when I told her the process of what she needs to do because of the market we're in right now for, you know, renting or buying, in terms of getting pre-qualified and filling out a rental application, she was like, well, why am I doing that? And, you know, why do I need to pay for a rental application, et cetera, et cetera. And like I said, I told her, well, this is part of the process. Every single person who's renting their property, a landlord or even an HOA or whomever, they're going to want to see your background, they're going to want to see your credit, they're going to want to see your income. So that's part of the reason why you need to do a rental application. But like I said, she got a little paranoid and she was like, well, there's too many scams out there and I don't know who you are. And I'm like, well, actually you do know who I am because you contacted me off of Facebook. But like I said, I'm not blaming her. And here's one of the other tips that I'm going to give you that you can use to find out who you're dealing with. As licensed real estate agents and brokers, our license number is registered with the state of Florida. So if you ever want to find out, if someone ever tells you, oh, I'm a real estate agent or broker, you can easily find that out. And I'm going to put the website here that you can go to and just punch in the person's number. If they don't want to give you their license number, you can punch their name in. And that'll give you information about how long they've been licensed. It'll tell you if there are any disciplinary actions that currently exist against that person. And it'll just let you know who they are and verify if they are indeed licensed, whether or not they are a licensed real estate broker or agent through the state of Florida. So this other scam I'm going to talk to you about, guys, is something that was actually also attempted on me. And this one's pretty egregious, guys. This is the moving scam that's happened to so many people. And the gist of it is this. You basically hire a moving company. They give you one price. When they collect your furniture, pack it onto their truck, get to the destination, they all of a sudden change the price, right? It becomes 2 or 3 times what you agreed to pay. And if you don't pay it, they hang on to your furniture, or even worse, sometimes they may not even show up, steal your furniture or take your deposit and not deliver your furniture, or any variance of that. How do you avoid it? Well, first of all, one of the things you can do, I don't know that there's any way that you can completely avoid it short of going with like reputable, you know, companies that you see with commercials on television. Like The Good Greek is one of them, right? They're the Miami Heat movers, so they're pretty reputable. That guy has a good reputation. But short of going with someone that's really popular and well known, it's hard to avoid. One of the ways you can avoid it is not going by price, right? Don't shop movers by price, because that's not necessarily the best judge of whether or not you're going to get reputable movers, good movers, people who do what they actually say. Another thing you can do is something as simple as checking their reviews. Check the Better Business Bureau reviews, check their reviews on Google, go to their websites. The most terrifying thing with a lot of these scammers is that they're always one step ahead. A lot of these guys, what they do is they have multiple corporations, right? So even when you find one corporation and take action against them, or, you know, bring it to the proper authorities so they don't keep scamming people, they'll just switch it over or change the name of a corporation and keep doing business under a different corporation name. So, I mean, guys, you just got to be diligent, right? You got to exercise caution and be diligent. That's the best way I know how to try to stay ahead of these scammers. Hopefully it never happens to you. Share this video with someone who you think might find it helpful. As always, let me know if I can ever help you guys. Have a good day.